scenes. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Virginia's offense will take the field first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speaking. And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Back to throw, it's Morris. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
On the run, it's Smothers. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's loose. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. It's complete to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, and try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Morris. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it out fast. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on 3rd down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the 1st down and some extra yards.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. And the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to North Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got a little space. Turning it on. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finding open areas. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll do it himself. It's a seam wide open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy, what?
Oh, out of space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
Let's go.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He got it. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to throw again. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to run for it. Turns it on in midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs it in the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bailey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Avoids pressure. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try to pass their way in. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This offense has converted twice on third down on this drive. A third time would put them in the end zone. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 30 over the Blue-Boos. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He'll pull it on the read. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. To the air, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking left. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
They punted away on fourth down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to